Welcome to Proactive Investors. I'm Karen Tan in your Sydney studio, and we're about to cross to Perth now to talk to Mike Rosenstrike, the Managing Director of Hexagon Resources. Hi Mike, how are you?
Good morning Karen, I'm well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Now, Hexagon has reported an updated mineral resource estimate on Monday this week. What are the key takeaways for readers on this?
Sure, let me just recap on Hexagon Resources a little bit before I address your question. Hexagon is aiming to produce and sell a range of high quality graphite materials where the business strategy is a vertically integrated upstream downstream model where we're looking to leverage off our high quality Macintosh project in Western Australia and our insights into the graphite market to be able to make sure that we match those graphite materials with what the market demands. And further, there's an important aspect is this joint venture we have with Mineral Resources, whereby they are undertaking all of the feasibility study work, and subject to the outcome of that feasibility, they will then go on and develop the upstream project right up to commercial production. And so that's a bit of a snapshot with respect to Hexagon. Now, to answer your question, our mineral resource was updated earlier this week, and what we've done is we've come up with a 12% increase to take us to 23.8 million tonnes at 4.5% total graphitic carbon. So, and most of that drilling to define that was in and around the existing resource area. An important aspect of that is that represents a 42% increase of material that has moved from inferred into indicated to give us 81% now of indicated mineral resource. And that's what the estimate's about.
You frequently refer to the upstream and downstream legs of Hexagon's business strategy. What's happening in the upstream in regard to the joint venture with Mineral Resources Limited?
So the upstream work is being undertaken by Mineral Resources. We've finished the mineral resource estimate based on the 11,000 metres drill program we completed last year. Now with that big volume of sample available, we're doing characterisation work focused on metallurgy and flake size. Flake size and grade are obviously important in terms of determining the in-ground value, but on the other hand, you need to have the metallurgical characteristics to know that you can recover that in-ground value. Now, previously, most of the Hexagon test work was assuming that all of the material would go into the lithium-ion battery anode market material. Now we're more focused on preserving that flake size because we want to attack a more diversified segments of the market.
And what's happening on the downstream?
Well, the downstream is 100% Hexagon, and we're focused on completing our scoping study. A key element of the downstream business is where we locate that downstream plant. Proximity to either be close to markets or close to customers, and ideally plugged into a low-cost power supply, low-cost logistics, and a skilled workforce. So we're looking at two sites, one in the US where we have low power and we are relatively close to markets, and one in Australia where we are certainly close to the source and, let me say, plugged into moderately priced power. And we're carefully assessing the numbers on that now, and we expect that study to be due to be completed in April.
Hexagon seems to be increasing its presence in the United States. Can you give us some more background on that? What's going on there?
Look, the main thing about the US presence is that we're growing or leveraging off established relationships that we have there. We have a really important technical partnership there with the group. It's been helping us on our product development. And what we're trying to do now is create more of a marketing beachhead. We've engaged two very experienced graphite executives. And the idea is that as concentrate and downstream materials become available to really ramp up our marketing effort in the US, these people are poised and ready to go. And I might just say it complements the marketing strategy that we have in Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and China. And both of these strategies are focused or are predicated on getting the sample material through from the material we've got out of Macintosh.
When do you think we'll be hearing from Hexagon next?
I'd like to think before the end of April, when you and I get together and discuss the results of that scoping study.
Keeping you busy, all your projects around the world. Thanks so much for your time, Mike.
Thank you, Karen. Really appreciate your interest.
That's Mike Rosenstrike from Hexagon Resources.